Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Kevin Perkins, also known as Michael Naicker.
What happened? Laka, good evening. Hello, how you doing? Good, Laka. You know, Andy. Nice. Hey, uncle, how are you doing? That's my cousin there. Okay. Good evening. My name is Kevin Perkins. Michael Naicker. Sorry, it's a bit schizophrenic. The show switches between myself and Iron Mike the whole time, so stay with me. Eh? If any of you all are easily offended, strong words, gynecological matters, fuck off now. There's a door. Check it. EX out. Then, so, Laka, let's get it going. Uncle, what's the story? This is not classroom, bro. That is a nice watch. Is that like a genuine replica? You get that at fucking by the lugs. No, Fortsburg. No, Laka. Hey, 5 for a rand, right? That's Laka. Okay, so moving on, right? Just get things going, get the audience response going. Just tell a quick joke, right? Because you know the South African, the schooling system has gone a bit, fucked. The word student doesn't exist anymore. You check, because now the media is always massaging the truth, right? They're massaging the truth the whole time. We're celebrating mediocrity, right? It's like the word student has disappeared from our vocabulary. What have we got now? Learners. You see, because in the past, the word student implied that you had to pass something at the end. Now you can be 86 and still learning. Lovely. So teachers in the classroom, right? Primary school there, Durban side. She's doing the ABCs, the 15-year-old. And she says, no, it's like Wentworth Primary. Anyway, so she's doing, okay, children. I want a word, and you know you get the one light who's precocious, like, you know, he swears the air blue and everything. And you can't cane the lighties anymore. In South Africa, you can't cane the lighties anymore, you got to give them lines. Makes your gums tingle, look. So they got the teacher there, she's got the ABCs on the board, she's showing the ladies, okay, children, I want a word beginning with the letter A. In the precocious lady, Prakash. He's like, asshole, auntie, asshole. She joins, no, man, Prakash, you can't say that, man, so foul you are, eh? So, okay, no, Johnny, what's the story? He says, no, antelope, auntie. Check that, antelope, locker, eh? So, okay, children, I now want a word beginning with the letter B. A, auntie, balls, like, ah! Can you do that in your job? He says, oh, balls, auntie. He says, no, hey, Prakash, man, just stop it now. He says, okay, Johnny says, no, binoculars, auntie. Check that, binoculars, locker, right? So, okay, children, I now want a word beginning with the letter C. Auntie, I know. She's like, no, Prakash, no. She's like, anybody, anybody, nobody. And she's like, oh, okay, Prakash, what's the story? He says, hey, Charo, auntie, Charo. She tries to change the subject. She says, okay, children, I now want a word. Yeah, she says, if any of you could tune me, like, let's tune with a CHOON, right? What they put on top of a church steeple. Yeah, little Wendy's like, yeah, auntie, I know. She says, yeah, okay, Wendy. She says, no, auntie, that's a weathercock. She says, yeah, that is correct. Okay? And do you know why it's called a cock? Prakash's like, yeah, auntie. Because they put a punda up there, the wind will blow straight through it. It's like a fun, boy. We're gonna have fun tonight. It's cool. Politicians, I do feel, deserve a mention. You got some real crackers in our government, don't we? Eh? Jacob Zuma. That's a fucking knob, eh? Yes. But Jacob, he's actually quite like a... He's our first honest politician. He is. That's what an honest politician looks like. Jacob Zuma is our first honest politician. Because what did he say when they interrogated him? Oh yes, I did fuck her. But I took a shower and I said I was sorry. Great. Because you see, we all did the votes. Did you guys all vote? I went and stood in queues for hours in the baking fucking sun. And for a payload, that's like dangerous, bro. We had joy, we had fun getting cancer in the sun. So I'm standing there and everybody in the queue is like so negative, right? We're standing there voting, right? And everyone's going, oh, it doesn't matter what you do, you know. They're going to rape this country. I was in the gay queue. I'm not gay myself, it's just the gay queue moves a lot faster, you know. I'm sorry if there are any Potamaris here tonight, any homosexuals. No disrespect, right? Any who can take a hot willy in the bum is more of a man than me, right? Respect, my bro. And I was in such a good mood too. Anyway. So everybody was on about corruption, right? Oh, corruption. Oh, like, well, birds. Politics. Politics is by its very nature corrupt. There's even that old saying, crooked as a politician, right? So I said the only way we're going to address this issue is if we fire the current cabinet. Fire the lot of them, replace them all with Indians. Gets me a standing ovation in Lens, right? No, because you check, you're never going to stop corruption. Or at least you know the Indian, we're going to get a better deal, man. Imagine if Mike Naicker was the Minister of Defense for South Africa. And the first thing you would have noticed, outside in the car park, ministerial car park, right? You're going to have the, BMW, Mercedes, Volvo, Saab. Everyone's got a fucking Saab. Land Rover, Mercedes, BMW, and then a GTI with drop suspension, tinted windows, Alpine sticker in the back window. And of course, in the office, and we're talking office with a capital H here, right? We're going to have lacquer wood paneling, right? Nice mahogany desk. Mahogany is the hardwood, you check. Okay. Satin and gold tissue box. And up on the wall, you're like just below the Liverpool scarf. Is the coat of arms, right, of the South African Defence Force, right? With the new motto. Of course, they took the Latin and fucked with that, right? The new motto of the South African Defence Force, now that the Indians in charge. Hold me back, I'm a tiger when I'm loose. So that whole arms debacle thing would have gone a lot differently, right? You would have had, Tony Blair, he's a... Oh, yeah, well... Hey, that just needs a fat slap. But he would have been on the line, it would be all ministerial, like he would have been on the line to Michael Naicker. It would be like, good morning, Mr. Naicker, it's Tony Blair here. Yeah, what happened, Tony? Mr. Naicker, I wanted to know if you come to a decision regarding those hawker trainers we wish to sell you. Bro, let me tell you one thing. We've got so much of hawkers in this country, they don't have no fucking training, right? Mr. Naicker, I think you misunderstand me, dear boy. I wasn't referring to the hawker street sellers. I was referring to the hawker jet trainers, for your pilots. Oh, I knew that, Lani. I was just playing a joke. So what we talking here, Tony? Well, Mr. Naicker, it is within my considerable power and jurisdiction to sweeten this deal somewhat and to offer you a small incentive. Yeah, keep talking. Well, we were thinking something along the lines of a luxury motor vehicle, such as a Mercedes-Benz. ML430. Mercedes. Fuck you, Tony. I got 3 words for you, Vito. GTI. My GTI will give you a Mercedes-Benz one running kick fuck slap. What's the matter, Joe? Let's talk charo deal, right? Markup 25, discount 15. I'm your man. It's crazy. It's like, see, the media is manipulating everything, right? And I saw an advert for a laxative. Laxatives, they make you poo. Gotta explain to the oaks, because we know how to poo. Chicks can't poo, they use laxatives. It's like fucking buckshot. I'm so bloated. Yeah, you deserve it, you bitch. And so they got this advert for a laxative, right? And the first thing you notice is that this advert, it's got a hot-looking chick standing in the supermarket advertising a laxative. See, they're using a hot chick. They want you to think that if you're ugly and constipated, it's okay. Truth of the matter, just hot chicks all full of shit. But so they got this chick standing there. And what got me was the payoff line. It says, finally, A laxative that works when you want it to. Mike Naicker comes racing to the surface. Because I'm thinking, bro, how'd you get that right? Does this small pillage open up a chain of communication between your brain and your pupil? It's like, wait, auntie, hold it, and walk, lock, okay, turn on, wait, and go. Because anybody who's chow Jamal knows that that's impossible, right? You videos here know what Jamal is. The Indians are doing, don't chew them out ways, don't chew them out. Jamal is an ancient Indian remedy for constipation. It looks like one small peanut. Never accept peanuts from an Indian. At least not from an open bag, right? It looks like a small, bro, you don't even chow the whole nut. It's so potent it is, right? You chow like 1-2 slivers off one nut. It cleans you out like thermonuclear drain cleaner. Right? It's like the shit yourself thin diet. It's like a... You just hold on to the towel rail and wring yourself out like... You always remember Gandhi. Remember Gandhi. That's Jamal. That's why the war is always in a fucking nappy. He shut himself up. So we have these reality shows. It gets worse. We have these reality shows, right? And they were getting they were talking about Survivor, South Africa, and they were asking who should host Survivor. It was on one of the radio stations, and they were getting all the nominations, like, oh, Colin Moss, like good-looking and gay, and then some wonderful woman phoned in. She was a Phoenician, right? She's from Phoenix. She said, oh no, I think Mike Naicker should host Survivor, right? I thought, God bless you, auntie. Because you can imagine Mike Naicker hosting Survivor, right? Picture the scene, like a tropical scene, turquoise waters, palm trees, coconuts, white beaches. You sorry, man, white sands? White sands, right? 8 half-staff videos like... Aunties with hairy armpits. And Mike Naicker. Okay, survivors, gather around, don't fuck around. Right, come here. Today's reward challenge is called Jamal walking. It's almost like fire walking, except the fire is not exactly under your feet, right? What chores you gonna do? You're gonna chow 1/4 Jamal bunny. The whole thing. Then you're gonna wash it down with a Guinness. Which, as you all know, comes out looking the same, only faster. In fact, if you squeeze it right and get a head back on it next morning, Then just to prove to you all that we're not totally artless bastards on the show, we're gonna give you each one packet of mud sauce. Which, as you know, is not just a tasteless cracker. Because later on, when you're pissing out your ass, you're gonna be grateful for a bit of shrapnel, right? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna chow your quarter Jamal, you're gonna wash it down with the Guinness, you're gonna chow your mud sauce. Then you're gonna walk around the island. Actually walk, don't run. First door to make it back here gets $100,000. Fuck, this is Jamal we're talking about here. First door to make it to that rock over there gets $100,000. It works that quickly. Yeah, I fly around. I fly around a lot, and obviously one of it's just part of my job, really. I fly all over the place, and obviously I was concerned about the whole airport security issue and all that kind of thing. And I noticed if you fly economy class, they give you plastic knives and forks. If you fly business class, they give you metal knives and forks. I guess they think terrorists can't afford business class, but it's ridiculous, right? So they got and. When you're in the plane, isn't it? Because you get very concerned about the security, right? And they're asking the whole thing about, telling the whole thing about suicide bombers. Fucking hell. I was like, oh, this is some kind of commitment, boy. And I was saying apparently now, and I was reading, these guys are incentivized, right? If they blow themselves up for the cause, they get promised 70 virgins in the afterlife. Of course, I was reading this and Mike Naicker comes racing to the surface. Because I'm thinking, bro, 70 virgins. What kind of incentive is that? Have you ever fucked one? There's the crying and that was beautiful. Come and meet my mummy. No, fuck off, it's just a name, man. What's the matter, Joe? They hang around like bad luggage, man. Oh, I want to incentivize I and Mike. Bro, promise me something worthwhile. Then, like a 36-year-old divorcee with sagging D cups and a Caesar scar. Now that's worth dying for. And he knows what she wants. You know, name me, don't name me, Laka. Check you. Well, I flew into Pietermaritzburg. Any of you guys ever flown into Pietermaritzburg? If you ever get the chance to fly into Pietermaritzburg, decline. I flew Joburg International, right? Well, the guy said, no, we're flying right into Pietermaritzburg, no problem. I said, Laka. So I go to Joburg International. The bus drive, once you're on the apron, the bus drive is forever. It's like, brrr. I said, bro, we're driving there, we're flying there. What's the story here? Eventually you get to this plane. It's like a bog roll with wings. I'm not the fattest oak, right? I'm a bit chunky. Because it's occupational hazard. Weight gain in comedy is an occupational hazard. Right? You've got to have a big hammer to drive a long nail, right? Anyway, so I'm chunky. But when I climb onto an aeroplane, I don't want to hear the whole plane go. There's still 8 people behind me. This thing's got to get off the ground. Like you get there and you sit like this. I was like, oh, and then they do, and you're worried, right? You're shitting yourself because this is like a little. And then they do the big confidence builder. They pull up the stairs with a rope. I don't know if you check this, like. Ladies and gentlemen, the flight will take off as soon as the pilot has sobered up, no? Now, when you fly Durban, Cape Town, Joburg, major centre, right? And you're on a decent aircraft, 737, Airbus, something like that, and they start the engines, right? You get that, that sound of kick-ass thrust. You're going someplace. Not when you're on the bog roll. All you get in is this. It's like the pilot, hey? When you taxi in that aircraft, you really do taxi. Because the captain's got his arm out the window, he's like, hola, Seven! Just kidding, that's the co-pilot. The pilot's still, bird, squeeze your space here, man. Thanks. You taxi forever, right? Eventually you get onto the head of this runway. You've never been on a runway this wide in your life, right? You feel like a fly on a turd. See, now the pilot's got a bit of a scafey, a chip on the shoulder, no? Because he got like the D in pilot school. That's why he's flying the bog roll. But he still wants to make it look like, you know, I fucking lutz, no? So he does this whole thing with a throttle. That's throttle with an F, no? She's gefit. The tone doesn't change. You're at the back going, what? Eventually, you know, just before he hits the grass, he finally pulls back and you're like, fucking don't throttle off now, you prick. And he doesn't get to a decent altitude either. He sort of levels off too soon. You know what I mean? You can still see cars and people. Then he does his announcements. Boom. Says that with his tongue. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen. Because as a pilot, you can't just come over and say, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, we're flying to Pietermaritzburg. No! They go to a special school to learn pilot speak. Repeat after me. The cat sat on the mat. The cat sat on the mat. A feigned disinterest at the end, you know, just not ons vlieg. So, ladies and gentlemen, flying time to Maritzburg is approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's maybe a bit longer if we have to stop at the Ultra City. And it's not exactly the most stable flight either. It's like know, it's like always comes, it's clear air turbulence. Bullshit. This is the pilot up front having fun. And you get that like that almost, you know, that almost vomit where you're like, just like lots of saliva in your mouth. I don't know where it comes from. It's like, and that bitter taste, like. Then they do this whole thing, then you hear the, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, your in-flight entertainment will now begin. I'm on a flying bog roll. What in-flight entertainment? Boom. This is your captain speaking. I spy with my little eye something. When you arrive in Maritzburg, right? It's not like when you fly into Durban or Cape Town or Joburg and they say we're now commencing our descent, right? And they do it from like the Drakensberg. So it's a slow sinking feeling. No. When you fly into Maritzburg, they wait till they're right over the CBD. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now commencing our descent. And you're like, ah! And panic! You know, and it doesn't exactly instill confidence in you when the so-called captain is going, woo! And you arrive at Orby Airport, it's a fucking B&B. It's someone's house with a kick-ass driveway, that's all. With swimming pool. When it's time to leave, they're like, ladies and gentlemen, flight is 2. Back to Johannesburg is now boarding through, the Garden Gate. You know. Pas op die hondkak, nou. Interesting point, actually, talking about hondkak. Have you noticed there's no more white dog shit anyway? White dog shit is gone. It used to be all over the place. Verges across the country had white dog shit. We even had a name for it. We called them chalkies. Remember chalkies? Those was ones, the little white ones. You didn't mind clapping with the mower, you know? Clapping them with the mower was like And your mother's like, what's going on? Because don't let that mower stop, for God's sake. White people did mow lawns, in case you... Your mother's like, what's going on? Nothing. You're like, It's chalky. The opposite to the chalky was the freshie. You always remember that thing with the hard black coating and the soft center. When you clap that thing with a mower, but hey, that was like it had that smell. It bypassed the nose, went straight for the throat. The dogs are like, See, dogs are cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to knock dogs or anything, but I've dated a few. And they're always so grateful, too. See, because dogs are better than cats, aren't they? I mean, chicks will know. I mean, chicks dig cats, right? But cats, what do cats do for you? Fuck all. Right? They shed on your furniture. They claw your furniture. They piss on your speakers. Okay? I've got a subwoofer that smells like an onion. And just when you think you can take no more from that very little prick, right, it comes in this little... And little back goes up like this, and it hocks up this thing. It's so big it has to back off, and it's like... Then it looks at you like you did it. Bam! Ladies, just so you know, all men hate cats. It's in our genetic makeup. I see a lady shaking her head there. Let me tell you something. If you're sitting with a man here tonight who says, no, he's lying, I like cats. He's lying, he just wants to pump you. We will say anything to get laid. We'll even stroke your puss. I mean, your cat. Like a cat. Yeah, damn. Oh. So yeah, I love watching. I watch a lot of movies, which is cool because I can, and I love Bollywood. You always watch Bollywood, bro. If you got 3.5 hours spare, you should watch. Yeah? Because Bollywood is lucky. In a Bollywood movie, the never just turns to the chick and goes like, "Here, smack you, sticky." He's always gonna be like, Chandribana hiya padre maya. And the chick always knows exactly what to say back. She's like, Maya! Yo, check, this is why Bollywood porn never took off. Because you can't sing with a cock in your mouth, right? I think you notice what they don't have in Bollywood movies. They don't have any tough guys. No movie tough guys. There's no like Dirty Harry. No, none of the toughos. Nothing. Because you can't. Bro, I'll pop a cap in your ass. Right out of the song, Bobby, you wait there. I've got to say this in defense of Indian men. Indian men sing much better than Indian women. Agreed? Eh? Bro, you check those aunties in the movie. Those like, very timber, very dulcet tones. And the auntie's like, You're like, no, just shut the fuck up at night. Right? So anyway, in my favorite movie, it's called Koimel Gaya, right? Which is Hindi for "I found someone," right? It's a Bollywood space movie, complete with the alien in pajamas. Right? And it's laka. No, it's a nice movie. And they build up to the scene, right, where the the hero of the movie, is having a speech with the Indian biker gang. For you Vitos here, a speech is a fight. It's a speech. No, because fast Indian knows it's like, hold me back, so it's a speech, right? And it's an Indian biker gang. You gotta understand, Indian biker gang is like no biker gang you will ever check in any other country in the world, right? There's no big motorcycles. There's no like CBR, Fireblaze, no Kawasaki 1300s, nothing like, no Harley Davidsons. Yeah. Harley Davidson, yes. Harley got no brakes, Harley got no speed, Harley got no fucking handling, right? So, no, Indian biker gang is all like 125s and mopeds, right? It's like banana. No, stovepipe jeans, white socks, black slip-ons, black leather jacket, purple Puma bag, don't tell. Aviator, okay? And those are tuning each other in Hindi, which, as you all know, is fucking fast, right? No, seriously, some Hindus tuning each other. What the fuck did you say? This is why all those coming out from India, they're like computer programs, right? Because those can actually speak binary, right? It's like space bar, enter. Why do you think Indian people make such good retailers? Right? Because the Vito walks into the shop, doesn't even know what he wants. The Indians already worked out his change. It's like a Pentium 2000 up here, right? That was a machine. More Indians than government, that's what I say, bro. Fuck it. Anyway, so they build up to the scene, right? Those have speech. Another thing you notice about Bollywood movies is that with the Hindi, they throw in some English. No, genuine. It's part of the old colonial influence there, right? So those like, hey, Chandrika, tough guy, eh? Hey, Pandrika, looking for shit? Like, So then the hero of the movie, this old decides he's going to run away. Yeah, he is the hero, and he's going to run away, but he's got a scooter, right? But this was a poor, so he doesn't have no motor on. He's got no motorized scooter. This is just one of those aluminium lighties, this thing, So off he goes, bro, lickety split, off. And this is northern India, bro. Hills are like this, and the charro is almost white. He fucks off down there. Other was chasing on the one, like, he's got that piss pot helmet, keeps catching the wind, like, now comes time for the main stunt, right? And it's laka, and so much of tension, and they build up this, and here comes one border post, right, with a toll bar disting across the road. Our hero Quick as a flash, right? He pulls the pin out the hand grabbings. He drops down. He flies underneath the toll gate. He comes out the other side, stands back up, puts the pin back. Fuck you! That was the stunt. Finished in class. And I couldn't help thinking that at that point in cinemas around India, right, all the aunties were like, are you? So much attention! Bobby? No, SAP Bobby, not Chad's Bobby. You all get the popcorns. Yeah, I said popcorns, more than one. No, because my art can't take a walk, no? Funny. But Western movies were also funny, right? Western movies, we had guys like Rocky. You guys remember Rocky? Rocky would take a pasting, right? He'd be lying there on the floor in a pool of blood and snot and spinal fluid. Always very badly hurt, right? Critical. Then they would play the Rocky music. And I'm not talking Eye of the Tiger, right? There was Rocky 3. They played the original Rocky music. You remember that? He'd get up, bro. He's like... And he'd give that old... And that triple punch. It's actually the same punch, right? Cut, paste, cut, paste, cut, paste. But they wanted you to think he slapped it all 3 times, right? So, and there'd be that slow motion split, you know. And you'd always have to fit in the obligatory, Adrian! It was in his contract. But at least you believed, yeah? Rocky was a convincing tough guy. On the street, they all could slat you one. Other convincing tough guys for me is like Steven Seagal. You guys know Steven Seagal? Oh, Big Steve, eh? 6'2", face like a slapped horse. And if you check that line, his hands, it's like a kilo T-bone. That all slats you one time, you're gonna fall out your family tree, right? Never mind 1, 2, fuck you, just fucking 1. Hey, mommy, nanny, where I am now? And when he would say those deep, meaningful lines, you know, they're always well-scripted movies, he'd be like, you know, I'm gonna fuck you up. You believed him. Because as tough guys go, there's nobody more convincing than Big Steve, right? But then you get some guys who've got all the credentials, but they just don't carry it off with the persona and the voice. Guys like Chuck Norris. Walker, Texas Ranger. On E. I don't want to check that on crack, right? Now, Chuck Norris, 7 times world champion, full contact karate. The real deal. That all can fuck you up, right? But how's the voice? Not very macho. This is like an, wait, you sit there and breathe a while before you feel some real pain. Not convincing. I think Chuck is gay. I think he's a Potamari. I think he's a broke back fucking ranger. That's what he is. Judging by the response, you all checked that movie. How sick was that movie? Every O in this room was forced to watch it by his wife or girlfriend. And we didn't sleep for nights afterwards. Bro, I can't even go camping anymore. And Barry Wrong End gave it such a good review, didn't he? I wonder why. Spit is not a valid lubricant either, you know. But in the show Walker, Texas Ranger, on E, right? The O is married. He's got the luck of blonde sticky. But you never check him put a shot with that auntie? Bro, if that was any of us who was in this room, we'd be nagging that auntie for 45 minutes plus advert breaks, right? In the show, she's lucky if she gets a peck on the cheek. He's like, I'm off to play the boys, yeah? But the real reason that I think Chuck is gay is not many people know this, but Chuck Norris actually sings the theme song to Walker, Texas Ranger. Did you guys know that? It's true. Charles Aaron Norris, a.k.a. Chuck, right, sings the theme song. And that's where he gives away that he's a raging homo. Because the theme song goes like this. And the eyes of a ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you. Because that's where a ranger is gonna be. Who's the ranger? Horrible. Horrible. Chuck, not a great name either. Why do people name their kids like that? You check that? They name their kids these weird-ass names, Chuck and, these movie names, these soap opera names. Notice in South Africa now we started calling your kids like Storm and Sky. And they forget about the surname, it's like Storm van Niekerk. Where do people get inspiration to name their children? Because this is a fact, right? It's like people name, it's like diseases, right? Diseases get names, but only the serious diseases get names. Creutzfeldt-Jakob syndrome, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease. This is true, I had cancer when I was 19. I got cancer in a lymph gland in my neck, and I didn't just have cancer, I had Hodgkin's lymphoma, like I was carrying his child or something. I'd like to see them name simple diseases. You know, like chick goes into the doctor, oh, doctor, I've got a really sore throat. Yes, that's a case of Debbie does Dalasitis. I'll prescribe a gargle this time, but you really should learn to swallow, okay, John? It's crazy. It's like that. And our sporting heroes. Who calls a child Place? Fleisch for shocking, my God, what happened there? It was like bored. I mean, I've checked lots of babies. So at no point did they ever think meat. Right? There's an old man with him in the delivery room. I see toch, dis my kleintjie. Donder, kyk die pil. Seker van jou maag gekry, né? Jou naam is Vleisboet. See, but internationally, they're not getting it right either. Now, there's a lot of 80s people who named their daughters Kylie, right, after Kylie Minogue. Not so wise if you actually go into it. Kylie is an Aboriginal name. She's Australian, right? Aboriginal name. Kylie is throwing stick in Aboriginal. It's actually boomerang, but the direct translation is throwing stick. Now, a Minogue is a shallow dugout canoe. It doesn't take too long to figure out how Kylie Minogue got her name. It's two Abos giving it stick in a canoe. Where's that one? Who's your Abo? And on that international note, we'll close the first half. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We have a little break now, 20 minutes. Go grab a drink, have a wee, have a poo, and I'll see you back now. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Kevin Perkins, also known as Michael Naicker.
Okay, yeah, we're going to kick off the second half because I take requests, right? So, I got asked, because I'm like the wedding singer, bro. They asked me I was asked to do the whole thing about how Michael Naicker came about. What happened was, you see, because I used to drive a Hyundai, which is it's a crap car. Safe car. No self-respecting hijacker will take you in a Hyundai. It's like a hijacking injury. Hear about film when you took a Hyundai. Yeah! Stop it. As made by Koreans in Laka sweatshops, right? Anyway, so I couldn't wait to get rid of it. I got rid of this car and I bought this Polo from a friend of mine, right? And this thing had been souped up. It had all modifications. Nothing standard. And like a big sound system, you know, the lights dim, like, hey, sharp. And every time I got behind the wheel, right, I could feel myself going back to my Durban roots. You know, the Michael Naicker persona was born. Like, you know, where balancing and alignment means tuning the amp and the subwoofer just right. And someone said to me, they said, well, how do you think a typical day in the life of Michael Naicker would go? And I said, well, it goes something like this. So I got one souped up jammy, right? I'm not talking 1.4, 1.6, fucking 1.8 lux, my cousin. With sax conversion, right? That's Steve's Auto Clinic. It's got 12 valve, 8 in the motor, 1 on each tire. It's got racing chip and drop suspension. It's got 17-inch Ocken eye mag wheel conversion, right? It's got blowing wildcat pipe conversion. I tell you, man, this cab's got more conversion than a Catholic to a Hindu. But don't ask me what's this thing, was that thing, right? Hindustani, Pakistani, Kanifastani. I got 4 6x9s for your videos here, that's speakers, right? 2 12-inch subwoofers, like biryani pots, you know? It's more bass in your face, cousin. When I pull in by the garage doors, know I'm the boss. The mustache on my lip and the gold in my smile tunes my Milani, like, you know, hey, hey, hey. Brush my teeth with jewelry cleaner, right? I got Ray-Ban shades on medical aids. I tune away, oh, just throw $200 and while you're there, throw some sky in my rounds. For your videos here, that's put in the tires, right? Sky in the rounds. So while I was busy, I make one call to my connection on the cell phone. Got on El Patel handset. Tune more time. Right? When those finished, I pay him 2 clips and I buy. 2 clips for your videos is $200, right? Just there by the lugs. Blue Lagoon. Okay, for the white people, Springfield Macro. Gotta explain everything here. Here, I pull up next to this other Kazi in a GTI. I checked, though, he's giving me one challenging stare, like he's tuning me what and all that. So I glare him right back, right? I have the tiger. Oh, because yours were, you know, blue steel, you know, the Vito thing, blue steel, this is fucking brown, I'm gaining. Fuck you, lady. Oh, because on the street, I'd give the row one capsizing blow, man. 1, 2, fuck you, like. Because I know karate. I know Chatsworth street fighting. And I know Sensei Danny Pillay, he taught me all that. So now I make mouthing words by the window like, you want to drag, bro? Okay, it's more like, QXL. So now we both revving, right? 4,000 revs, 5,000 revs. You caught on the red line vibration happening there. The robot turns green. What a sweet color. Better than manja yellow, am I right? So I drop the clutch and I tramp the gas. There's screeching tires and so much of smoke, I'm changing the weather report from sunny to overcast. First gear, second gear, third gear. You know, gear change is slicker than a punda at a high school dance. And that's fucking sleek, my bro, let me tell you something. My beats are pumping like a thunder child. I'm flying so fast, I'm getting younger by the second. 5 Ks on, I pull in by Johnny's in Overport. For one extra hot bunny and iron brew. So hot that bunny is, man, I know I'm gonna check it later, right? You know when your ass looks like a Japanese flag. Your eyes too. Bro, when it gets to that moment, right, it's just a case of like, don't wipe, just dab. You need to fucking bring in come with one snow cone and wipe your ass, like, ah. Even if you break wind, it's like, oh, oh. You gotta beat it out your jeans before you get 2nd-degree burns on your legs, man. And it's those quiet ones are the hottest ones, you know that? Oh. Bro, that thing can scorch your upholstery. But I'm a charo, right? Okay, on my mother's side, 2 times removed. So I chowed at Bunny Kla. Then I jack up on Lucky's drag, Smoke of Champions. No, because you check, I'm not breastfeeding, so it's okay. Then I'm ready to start my day, right? Sales executive by IFI Corporation. Because it's true that IFI Corporation does not have a BEE policy there, bro. They've got the AEE, the Asian Economic Empowerment Policy, right? And all those are some extra income, they're buying a Subaru. You know what's a Subaru? A Scooby. And built in Japan, designed in Chatsworth. So much of bling bling that cab's got, man. All standard. Bling. That has got all-wheel drive. Yours not all-wheel drivers. You throw that cab in reverse, the spare wheel turns. And just there on the backside, below that big-ass boot spoiler, which also doubles as a nice picnic table, or a this thing for cutting bait. Right? No, when the sheds are running, they're running. Where are you going to cut your fucking bait? Right? Just below there, there's 3 letters there. It shows WRX, which the Vito at Subaru shows me as a acronym. WRX is the sports that stands for World Rally Championship, right? WRX. But every Kazi from Chatsworth, Indonesia knows it stands for want to race it, sir. So. Yeah, that's how it began, eh? Yes, but there's a wealth of talent in South Africa that I really think we should be doing a lot more to export. And there was, this happened to me. I was driving northern suburbs in Joburg, and I was witness. I saw this black lady crossing the road, and this brick truck was coming down on top. You know, those big brick trucks, right? Good, eh? Did I get you? Sorry, but. Now this brick truck is bearing down on this auntie, right? And she's crossing the road. She didn't even break into a trot. I was like, you know that moment we like, look out, big ass fucking truck. This chick was calm. She didn't even break into a trot. She just went. She made it unscathed. I was like, oh. Oh, this is brilliant. This chick has got nerves of steel. We should be exporting that talent. There's always one from Ventersdorp, right? Because I thought she could be a hostage negotiator in the States. You know the Americans, because they always have those hostage scenes and they wonder why they're the victims. I mean, 40 oaks to shoot one man in a bank. What do we get in South Africa? Hostage scene. They're lucky if they get like one oak from Unit 19, pluckies in an animal. Check oaks later now. I get like the fire 3 warning shots into the suspect's back. At which time he can't like to talk to me now. We'd love to negotiate, no? But we can't spell it. But they do the whole thing like, oh, and how are you feeling today? And all the whole thing, and what's your star sign? Oh, fuck off. If they put this chick there, right? You get that little terrorist thing. Where's my $20 million? Where's my helicopter? Good morning, sir. You're speaking to Tandy. Okay. Tandy. Where's my $20 million? Where's my helicopter? I'm fine, thank you. And how are you this morning? Bitch, I'm going to start shooting hostages here, I swear to God. Ash, you cunt. Talk to me like that. Sweetie? Sweetie, calm down. Listen to me now. It's going to be tea time now. I'm coming back later. I'll talk to you then. So, plastic surgery is a big one. Everybody's getting sliced, diced, modified. Any aunties here with the fake numbies? I don't like it myself. It's like chowing your samis with a rapper still on, you know. Looks nice. It's like plastic fruit in a hotel buffet. Ooh. But just doesn't feel quite right. Like bathing with your socks on. No, so, as you say, I'm very interested in breasts. Breasts, I love breasts. Because there's only 2 types of men in the world. There's boobs men and there's liars. Decide which one you are. You can't be both. But see, because I spend a lot of time in pubs. I know you probably find that hard to believe, but I do. Research. And the response amongst the oaks is always the same. Right? When they hear about some poor chick who's had a breast reduction, the augmentation, different. Right? Made bigger. Augmentation, different. Oaks in a good. You know about so-and-so, she had a boobs made bigger. Yours is lekker! My down. No, but I'll get. No, please put your wallet. I'll get this one. But if some poor chick goes for a breast reduction, you know, made smaller, there's no awards given out for that one. It's like a moment's silence. Oh, fuck. Maybe I should have checked them one last time. See, as men, we don't understand that kind of problem with excess. When we've got a big knob. Notice I said when. We don't go around saying, I can't ride a bicycle, play tennis, or go jogging. I'll slap myself to death. When we've got a big knob, we're walking around with like poly shorts and fuck all underpants. How's that, chickies? So what's your name, Scott? Ek weer is seer, maar die hele ding moet ingaan, hè? And that show, Nip Tuck, my God, how sick is that? Plastic shit. You guys watch Nip Tuck? Huh? Nip Tuck? Oh, it's that Tuesday night marathon session, right? And all the only oaks who watch Nip Tuck are forced to by their wives or girlfriends. Right? You sit there on the couch watching this bollocks, right? And it's always about these plastic surgeons, the weird, sick lives that they live. And the one week they had the wives, right? Because the oaks are making all the money. So the wives decide they're going to start their own beauty salon, a health spa. And they start their own range of cosmetics. And being Nip Tuck, they don't just have normal cosmetics. Their cosmetic, the major seller is a face cream, of which the main ingredient was jizz. It was jizz cream, right? They were harvesting semen, and they're making face cream with it. And the chicks are putting it all over their faces. But here's the thing, it was working. It's taking away their wrinkles, making them look young, and other than the fact that they smelled a bit like jig, they were looking fantastic. You just know there's going to be a chick later tonight going, he does, you know. But I was watching this show, right? And I thought the oaks were sitting there, their wives or their girlfriends, watching this show, right? And they're watching the thing, and the chick's putting it, and the oaks going like, chick, I told you. And you don't even have to buy no expensive cream, no? Endless supply right here. That's the way we think. Yeah, no, it gets worse, This is the grof half. So, in case you hadn't noticed. Nice, Adi. Ooh, this is like the breast night tonight. Lekker. So, yeah, I found out on the jaw, like mangoes, Randburg. What? No, the lights of Lanesio are fast disappearing behind me. Hey, my brand new Yoko arm is just touching the eye spots. The soft green glow from my Cobra Motorsport neon globe under the cab made me check like one UFO flying. The night was odd, but I was cool. One side, the speed limit tunes, like, one side of the highway, 120. Other side of the highway, another side tunes 120. Bro, that's 240 in Mike Naicker's book, right? So I dropped the hammer, I scarkled the nitrous, and I'm gone. No, actually, this is a nice digression point here. I'm talking about the traffic cops. Any traffic cops tonight in the audience here? Fuck those hoes, man, you're joking. No, you're checking me. Hey, you know the problem I got with the carols? They're not trying to stop you speeding. They're not trying to make the roads a safer place. Right? They're not trying to stop you speeding. They're trying to catch you speeding. There's a difference. Right? Catch you, more profitable. Right? It's fucking business. It's got nothing to do with making roads safer. That's why the bosses always have the fucking camo gear and hiding in the bushes like... If he was trying to stop you speeding, he's standing there, bright fucking orange outfit, warning signs for 40 Ks, watch out, the horse standing there. Not so. Sergeant. Sorry. But yeah, and I think, you know that moment when you get caught, that moment that you're, and you get that whole panic, this thing, you know, that heart's going and the mouth goes dry, fuck no. You think all the macho you want on the horses, now you're gonna fucking pay this bastard, yeah? I think there should be that one excuse. You know, the one, because you know you get all the excuses like, no, check, auntie's having a light year, broken waters on the seat, yeah? You know that, no, gotta get home, got one biryani on the stove, and you know that shit sticks. No, I think there should be that one excuse that traffic cops have to accept. Any of yours salesos spend a lot of time in your cabs in the daytime. Eh? You know when you've got a crap on board. You know when you're like, oh, and the thing is snaking down. You've got one on the departure lounge, right? It's coming now, right? It's making the lower part your back go stiff. Oh, it's writing your name on your underpants with a blunt pen. Right? That should be the one excuse. Right? Cop pulls you over, you're speeding. Yeah, bro, but I got a crap on board. No problem, you need a police escort. Woo! Anyway, so I arrive at the job. I went straight to the bar. I set up one punda lookout there. As you do, back to the wall, right? Scan the aunties. Left to right, left. But there was only ugly aunties that night. Right? It was like the SPCA waving a jolly or something. Right? Fucking Guide Dogs Association. Because you would have to be blind drunk to deny one of these things. So I told the barman, bro, hey, I said, hey, barman, bro, just bring the encouragements, right? Just keep them coming. It's going to be a long ass night. So I'm slanning 1 encouragement, 2 encouragement, 3 encouragement, 4 encouragement, 1 gavin, 6, 7, 8 lots, right? I bend over to tie my shoe loose. When I come back topside, it's a miracle. All the ugly aunties are gone. There was only lockers, stackies left, right? Bro, now I'm like, hey, Mr. Lover, whoa. I'm seeing double, feeling single, hey. Hey, so I go tune this one auntie by the guai machine. For your videos here, that's a cigarette machine, eh? Because if you're going to get a one-night stand, make sure the auntie's a smoker. She's used to having something in her mouth, so. Also, smoker aunties, there's entertainment value in denying a smoker auntie because they wheeze. What's lucky you should try it. So I told this auntie at street, like Mr. Lover, right? I told her, hey, auntie, how about you come downstairs to my cab and I violate you like a parking meter? Smooth, right? Auntie was a Gujarati stecky, right? So she played. Namaste. She was a Gujarati stecky, right? So she played hard to get. She was like, oh, okay. So if Byron says the cab, all the time, auntie, I'm going to show you my Indian rope trick. Right, Indian rope trick. Nah. Laga. Get downstairs to the cab, back door open, testing the gas shocks, right? Putting. Putting. All time, Indian rope trick, right? Anyway, the auntie tunes me like mid-stroke. Halfway onto the job. Halfway onto the job, about 5 minutes. Okay, fuck, 30 seconds. Mid-stroke, right? Mid-stroke, about that far, right? They don't call me two-stroke for nothing, right? I mean, I'm out, I'm gone. It's like a preemptive strike, bro. You don't see me coming, right? Mid-stroke, auntie surprises me. She's like, Uncle! She says, what those things bang against my bum? I frightened auntie. Now I got to think quick, right? Mr. Smooth, Mr. Lover, right? Mr. Comedian, right? I'm like, oh no, you check, auntie, you check. This is part of the rope trick, right? The rope trick, those are my knots. She tunes, Uncle, how about you untie those knots and let out some more rope? Gazi, what's the matter, Chon? That's not true, by the way. Yeah, there's this is whole thing. So it's getting bad now. Check. An old lady I know, I can't mention because I know this is going on to DVD, so I've got to be careful. This woman that I know, she slipped in the bath, right? And she's a senior citizen. She slipped in the bath and smacked the old guava. And she got a thick lip. But the strange thing is about old people and slipping in the bath is that when you tell somebody, oh, this old lady slipped in the bath, they say, well, how old is she? You're like, well, she's 60. Oh, she is at that age, you know. What age is this? She's 60. She's been bathing herself for like 57 years, give or take. I would have thought she's pretty damn good at it by now. See, I think what happens is old people get to a certain age, they get bored and overconfident. And when they're alone in the bathroom, they decide to try new stuff. That's when the accidents happen. Old boys doing the pommel horse routine. Old girls on the edge of the bath doing a bit of beam work. Step on the lux. She's of that age, you know. It's funny. I drove behind a car today. It was had one of these stickers on the back. It said like Herbalife distributor. Ask me how. And it was on the back of a fucked up Corolla. Does nobody else see the problem here? These people are saying you get rich quick. Well, you don't see it on the back of a fucking Ferrari, do you? So there's some shagged out fucking I'm a Herbalife distributor. It's like those lose weight now, ask me how. And some fat bitch with a moustache climbs up. It's not like it was a chick who was fat and is now thin. It's a chick who was fat and is still fat. Now she's just fat and motivated. Yeah, I mean, I tell you. Oh, so yeah, commentaries. What? Don't talk like that. Nice. Bro, you fucking scoring. Clearly bald is sexy. Laka. Okay, well done, my bro. Jesus. Okay, anyway. What was I saying? Yeah. Moving on. Obviously, I read in magazines. I was reading FHM. And they were talking about, they were interviewing Tara Reid. You guys know Tara Reid, that slut? And that auntie nice, bro. It's like a sewing machine in a Korean sweatshop. And she's not that bright. Funny enough, Tara Reid is actually a bit thick. Strange, you know. You wouldn't expect. And they were also asking a simple question. They said, oh, what do you do for bikini shave? They said, so she says, what they do is they wax her landing strip. Yeah. Huh? Then they said they roll her over, and I quote from the magazine, they said they wax her winker. Of course, I read this, and Michael Naicker comes racing to the surface. And the auntie waxed the knot. Bro, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. No, I speak for all men. When I say when, because what purpose could that serve? Hey, when we get to that level of intimacy with auntie, you know that moment when you get to check the whole thing. The smelly freckle, when you check that thing. At that point, you've pretty much overcome any objections to body hair, haven't you? Unless auntie's got an ass like an Alsatian, you'll be like, hey, no, I'm not banging there, man. Bring one weed whacker and come here, Bobby. And waxing is not a gentle procedure. Confession time. And Mike, bro, I had my legs waxed one time. I'm not married, no. I was doing that cycle challenge, this thing, you know, that big ass bicycle race thing. Yeah, bro, next time I'm gonna Chunmakazi, bro, just come kick me in the balls fucking hard. Get the pain over with one shot. Not this 5 hours and 50 minutes of scrotum battering punishment. And for what? Nothing. Then, 2 days before the race, my one cousin comes up to me. This was like a biathlete, triathlete. This will try anything. This will. He says to me, Mike, bro, you've got to shave your legs. Arjun, what you talking about? He says, no, I mean, you got to look the part, right? You must look like Lance Armstrong. Right? Like a fucking racing sardine, you know? Like you need a good chow or something. He says, but don't worry about the shaving. You don't have to shave, right? You just have one wax. Arjun, what you... He says, no, listen. He says, they wax the hair, right? One time, the hair's gone, 6 weeks. Arjun, laka, right? Because I don't want to look like I know what I'm doing. So I went to the beauty salon. This was not like, a nice warm wax, and how are you doing, Mr. Naicker, and a gentle peeling this thing. That auntie brutalized me. He's like, When she was finished, bro, I needed a blanket and counseling. I was like, I look like a plucked fucking chicken. Now you're telling me these aunties are waxing the poo-poo. Almost that one. Then Auntie Lainey, nice warm wax. Oh! I'm thinking maybe that's why supermodels walk like that. They all got 3 days growth coming in. I think any auntie who waxes or not deserves every bit of discomfort that procedure might bring. In fact, I see the business opportunity here. I want to open up my own chain of beauty salons, specializing in not waxing. We're going to call them the Pinker Winker Pupol Plucking Emporium. And you all can just call me the Lord of the Rings. Laka, right? Stop. Make some sales. Goes further south from here. Yeah, I know there's... You see, because I was... one of the things that entertainers... One of the things we battle with is venues. And, this is a great venue. But we... it's often you phone a place and they booked up. I phoned this one place in Durban. Can't mention the name. Snedden. And they said... Oh, no. We can't have you here because we've got the 4th season of the Vagina Monologues. Mike Naicker comes racing to the surface, straight away. Because I'm thinking, Vagina Monologues, what the fuck is that? Some puss talking to himself. Now you must remember, right? The Vagina Monologues is a theatre campaign, right? Aimed at preventing abuse of women, which I'm all for, right? Save the aunties. Save the aunties. Don't hurt the aunties. If you're going to smack them, smack on the short stick, right? Just lucky, just nice. Just nicely, right? Don't hurt the aunties. Protect the aunties. But surely then, if we're going to get a resolution to this highly emotive issue, we should be encouraging dialogue. Not monologue, dialogue. At least then we got 2 pusses talking to each other, right? No, I'm always after TV time, right? Anything I can get my ass on TV, I'm there, bro. Entertainers, that's what we do. We get ad TV. And I checked, they put a TV advert for the Vagina Monologues. Did you always check the TV ad? With the black auntie, came on the stage with the microphone and said, the Vagina Monologues. And she just went like... Itch. Say something. Don't just hang there with a mouthful of gums. This is no modern medical mystery. Vaginas don't talk. They don't. When Iron Mike goes down on a stacky, and I do. Check my driver's knife. When Iron Mike goes down on a stacky, bro, I'm not there for the conversation. What all am I going to tune that thing anyway, like? You come here often. And you just know that thing is gonna tune me right back like... One of those things nobody talks about, right? When it happens, nothing. I think if vaginas could talk, female Afrikaans TV presenters would seriously have to rethink the way they said goodnight, wouldn't they? En van my kant af, tot ziens allemaal. And from my kant af, tot ziens allemaal. Thank you very much, you guys have been great. It's been super performing for you, thank you very much. Go check out my website, michaelnaicker.co.za. Be part of the revolution. Right, thank you, cheers.